A man who Kalamazoo police said has been armed and dangerous for months after he allegedly shot and injured multiple people at a local restaurant has now been arrested over 500 miles away. Police say it was a joint effort to take him into custody with a lot of moving parts. News 8's Adriana Doria spoke with the Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety about that arrest. She's in studio live tonight with more. Adriana.
Brian, 19-year-old Knowledge Chamberlain is facing 25 charges connected to the shooting that injured 5 people at Two Fellas Grill back in September. Police say he has been on the run ever since, and now 2 months later, with the help of multiple agencies both in the state and other states, Chamberlain has now been taken into custody in St. Paul, Minnesota.
This case had multiple moving parts to it.
It's been nearly 2 months since Kalamazoo police say 19-year-old Knowledge Chamberlain has been on the run.
He was identified pretty quickly on in the investigation as being the main shooter in this incident.
Chamberlain on the run after police say he shot and injured 4 people, and a 5th was hit by shrapnel at Two Fellas Grill in Kalamazoo on September 20th. News 8 obtained surveillance video from inside and outside that store that shows a group of people get into a fight before Chamberlain pulls a gun and starts firing. The gunfire continuing outside as Chamberlain then runs away, now considered armed and dangerous, and had not been seen for weeks.
We do believe that our community is safer having Mr. Chamberlain Williams in custody.
That is until Wednesday, when law enforcement was able to track him down over 500 miles away in St. Paul, Minnesota.
When we have somebody who flees out of the state, it adds a hurdle, but it's something that we can always work through.
Chamberlain now facing 25 charges, including 5 counts of assault with intent to murder. Captain Danielle Giles with the Kalamazoo Department of Public Safety's Criminal Investigations Division says that when Chamberlain fled the state, it added an additional layer to the investigation that required all hands on deck with the help of Michigan State Police and St. Paul Police to track him down.
The challenges that you run into with somebody fleeing out of the state is that you don't necessarily have the control of the investigation. You have to rely on other people to do different parts of this investigation for you. However, we met some really great law enforcement officers kind of throughout this investigation who were more than willing to help us out and kind of go that extra mile for us as well.
Giles says it all comes back to having one common goal, making the community safer. And in this case, the community, she says, stepped up to help through witnesses and silent observer tips.
When it comes to gun violence in our community, the community and the citizens that live within this community are so vital to our investigations. But being able to get that intel from community members who say, we want our community to be safe, we no longer want gun violence to occur, has been vital in these investigations.
Chamberlain is currently being held in Minnesota. Today, he did waive his extradition, so now the process to get him back to Michigan begins, but it's still unclear at this time when he will be back in Michigan. We will keep following this story as it develops and update you as soon as we learn more on air and online. Brian.